Now, I'm not sure if this 100% applies to you, but a lot of people in the online marketing, creator, coaching, consultant area are having a lot of trouble now closing sales. People seem to be keeping their money in their pockets, and there's quite a few people I've spoken with who are struggling to keep the doors open. They're probably going to all get through it. But I want to share with you two things that we're doing that have some of the best ROI quickly that we've ever seen in 25 years of online marketing. In fact, we're regularly seeing anything from a $5,000 to a $25,000 cash pop in 24 to 48 hours. So the first thing is 3-question polls. So what we do here is we get people to raise their hand using a poll to see if there's interest in something we want to offer. And if there's no interest, great, we pivot away and then we go and try something else. But when there is interest, we either close them on the offer that's in the poll if there's a small amount of interest, or if there's a lot of interest, we go to an online auction, and I'll show you that next. But first of all, let me just show you how these polls work. And these are ideal if you have an audience that likes you, it loves you is better, but as long as they don't hate you, this can probably work for your audience. Now, we prefer school groups now because the beauty of them is you can DM every person who bids and you can follow up to make a personalized offer to them. But this is how we do it. We create an idea here. Okay, here's what we want to do. Here's what we're thinking. We use this to get IOIs, or indicators of interest. So if there's no interest, we move along to the next thing. But when we get indicators of interest through a poll, it tells us we're right over the target. What we're doing is we're trying to say, if I did this, would you buy it? And this is an offer from my mentor Travis in one of his groups where I'm a member, and he just said, hey, would you be interested in this thing? And the answers to the questions are, hell yes, I'd bid. He's just saying, would you bid $1 for this cool thing that you kind of think people will want, but you're not sure. So you do the poll first, and then if they say yes, and you get a lot of people saying, yeah, I'm interested, then you go to the auction. So we've got 95 votes here, and the answers are, hell yes, I'd bid, I don't know, I'd need a lot more details, or no, auctions are dumb, my calendar is full, I have all the partners I want. So he was asking people, did they want him to get new partners, right? And because there was so much interest in this, 95 votes, where most of the people said yes or I don't know, he then went and created an auction. And in the next part of this video, I'll show you how well the auction went. But this here, if you only got 5 people or 10 people, that's disappointing. But if you have 5 people said, yes, I want this, we can then go and direct message them using the School platform, or you can do it wherever your audience is. But we like School because it's so easy to direct message people and personalize an offer based on whatever this was to them. And we're finding that between 50% and 100% of the people who said, yes, I'm interested in this, will buy something. It's not always the thing we offer in the poll, but it's something. And then if we have a lot of interest, as I said, we go to the auction. So next I'll take you to the back end of this, which is an online auction. So this is one that Travis did this year, April 24, and he's edited this post at the end of the auction to say, okay, it's expired. But what I want to show you is how simple this was to make over 100 grand in 24 hours. So what the whole thing hinges on is an absolutely freaking awesome offer that you know your people want. So you can do that by running polls and things like that. And I've already showed you what the polls look like. So what I'm going to do now is just jump forward and show you what happened in the auction. It's a fast forwarded version of the bidding and how it all unfolded. Okay, so here we are. This is a replay of the auction that Travis did, and he pushed it all together and still says the 607 comments there. And I'll play this and I'll just walk you through it as it went. So this is, the comments started straight away, and he goes through here and he just starts, okay, comment, comment, comment. This will be off the chicken. That's something that Travis says a lot, off the chicken. Okay, let's get the party started. $100. Dennis Becker, $1,000. Everybody just jumped all over this. All right, 5,600, 5,650. This is insane. 12,000. Jumped straight to 12,000. What the? So the price is just going up and up and up. There's still 23 more hours to go. 15,000 from Sondra. It's just going up and up and up. 15. was fast. And this is all the comments. You can see them scrolling through there. And this is what happens when you have an audience of people who love the guru. And this is what we do for partners. You can do this for yourself. Much easier in school to do this, or an online community. It could be Mighty Networks or the GoHo Level 1 or whatever it is. But we tend to create now a brand new school group, just a throwaway one. If it doesn't work, we stop. We just get rid of it. But you'd use a school group, it costs you $97 to set it up, and away it goes, all right? 26,000. Okay, so David, 34,000. So he sniped it right at the end. So Sean was 32,990, 920. David nailed it right at the end of the auction. So he won it for 34,000. So this is the sort of thing we're doing, 34 grand. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go over here to this part of the post and you'll see what happened. Okay, it's probably unfair to make money this dang easy. I didn't make 34,000 in any 1 year in the Navy. Now, 34 grand is an annual wage for some people. And he says here, I can run an online auction and make that in 24 hours. I made another 100,000 post-auction. That's more than I made in 4 years working for Uncle Sam. I challenged myself to make an assertive amount of money without a webinar, sales call, or sales letter. It had to be fun for me and the audience. See what happened in fast forward. So this is what he did. So he made $34,000 and then he DM'd all the other bidders. Anyone that bid more than $500, he DM'd them and made them an offer for something. Because they've already said, okay, I'll pay $500 for this. And made a shit cartload of extra money. Now this is a little while back. This post here is today, or yesterday, but the auction was a little while back. And things have evolved since then. But this is working so well and no one's doing it. And this is where the 3-question polls and these auctions crush it. Because you can create a really great offer. Someone wins it. You can offer the underbidders the same offer or a slightly different version of it. The extra $100,000 Travis made after the 34,000 winning bid on the auction I showed you. You make offers to people who've already said, yeah, I want this. So then you say, okay, here's this thing you want. Here's 3 different versions of it. Which would you prefer? And you don't care which one they buy because they're going to give you money. And the beautiful thing is people miss this whole thing. Once someone's given you money, they are going to give you more money more easily. Quite often people, you can upsell them down the track a little bit. You can say, hey, you paid $1,000 for this. Would you like to join my other cool thing, which is 5 payments or 10 payments of $1,000? I'll credit the first payment back that you gave me for this, and you'll get them to give you 9 payments of $1,000 for something that's going to help them even more, right? So everything in here, you get this, it wheels you up to the next problem. Okay, what's the next problem? And then the next problem. So that's what I've got for you. If you want to just go and do this yourself, that's cool. But if you would like my help to set this up for your audience, guide you through it, help you create the auction and work out what we're going to offer for you, work with you until it's finished, let me know and we can chat about that. The way we do this, there's no retainer, there's no upfront cost, there's no fees or anything like that. You just pay us a percentage once the money's hit your Stripe or your merchant account. We will create your 3-question poll. We'll identify the leads out of your audience. And then if there's enough interest in running an auction, we'll create the auction with you. We'll help you set everything up. We'll help you come up with an irresistible offer. And then once we get all the leads, we will close all the leads for you using direct messaging in your group or by email or wherever your audience is. And if it turns out there's not enough interest in the offer we come up with for the poll, but there is some, we'll close those people on the offer in the poll, and then we'll pivot and we'll come up with a different offer and try that. And if there's more interest in that, then we'll go from the poll to the auction. It's fun, it's easy, it's a freaking no-brainer this. And I'd be happy to help you if you want me to help you. So that's what I got. I'd love to chat with you about helping you to implement all of this for yourself. Take care. Chat soon. Bye.